In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down Makur Maker and if he is an ideal player for the NBA. Will he be a first round or second round draft pick? Let's get down and let's check out how he plays the game. So one thing that makes him an extremely good player is he can play off ball really well. So here he's able to use that screen and roll to his advantage so that he can get an open area of the court for the layup. And how he was able to do this is because he set that screen away for that player in the zone. That pass went over to the player who he was screening for. He was able to roll off of that screen and was wide open and found a wide open area of the court down in the middle of the key so that he could get that ball. Now, of course, there was a massive mistake here where this player did not rotate over. However, that is something that you as the offensive player need to be able to see happen, and because of that he was able to get open for that layup. He's also very good at using the screen and roll even as a DHO man, which is something that the NBA really uses a lot of. Now, of course, some of these passes could have been better, but he was still able to finish. Coming off of a corner to wing, pin down, or back screen or DHO, you need to roll to the basket, and this man needs to attack that rim, because by attacking the baseline you're going to be forcing that hedge man, and now if you're the roller you have now created essentially an open lane, especially if there's no help defense coming down to try to protect that paint. And when that doesn't happen, of course, you can get some easy baskets. However, if this pass was set up a little bit better closer to the rim, this just may have been an alley-oop dunk. Coming off of a screen and roll as well, he can then create shots for himself. He actually has a pretty good shot. He has a very good shooting form, and I really like his shot. However, what he does here is very impressive, and that is he sees the open man. Even as a big man himself, he has court vision, and because he lifted that defense up, this man underneath the rim is absolutely wide open, and he's able to get him that ball, and it was actually not that bad of a location to be able to finish if only that guy actually finished. And this is what I mean by a pretty good shooting form. Here he's able to get that roll to the point, and he's able to catch that ball. He goes right, left, right, which is okay. That's essentially the footwork that you would be looking to use. And he doesn't have that much of a dip either, and he goes straight up into his shot. His shoulder and elbow is in line, and he has a nice soft release. The only thing I would really change about his shot is maybe a little bit higher of a release potentially, because that arc is just not there. It's kind of a low arcing shot. It's just slightly higher than the backboard, and that's why you tend to see a lot of his shots rattle around the rim before they drop. If he was to have a little bit more arc, they may even raise his shooting percentage just a bit. He's also able to finish with power. If some of these lob passes were set up in perfect locations, it could have been even better, but of course, coming off of this screen, he could have had that ball lobbed right in front of the rim, and this could have been an absolute tip slam, but instead he had to land first because that pass was well away from that rim, and he was still able to finish with two hands anyways. He's also a very good help defender, as we can see here. He's able to leave his man, and he's able to then go in and time this jump to get that block. See, the thing is with players who get that ball for the layup, they will always take two steps. Right here he gathers, or at least catches it on his left foot. He goes right, left, and because of that, Makur Maker is able to time that jump so that he can get that block. However, if that player with the layup was able to notice that Makur Maker was actually coming over for help defense, he could have only taken one step right there and went straight up for the floater, but he went right into the arms of course, Makur Maker. He also understands that by getting that ball in the high post, that you're going to be drawing up a lot of defenders, especially on a wide, stretched out, wide open 2-3 zone, where now players could be cutting baseline, and as the high post player, you definitely always need to be looking baseline because you're gonna find some open players. Now, that could have been a better pass, but either way, still very smart play. Being able to go from post to elbow, or kind of mid-range to mid-key, either way, by moving from baseline up a bit higher on a player who's driving baseline can get you wide open, because what will happen is your man may drop off to play some help defense, defense, and by creating that separation between your defender and yourself, you can get some easy floaters, and in this case, a little bit of a tough layup that he was able to eventually get a foul on. But if he was to go just a slight bit higher, maybe around here, he could have got that nice floater, and it would have been a lot higher of a percentage chance of making it. I hope that this video has helped you become a better post player, but also understand Makur Maker. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you're a kid, make sure to go check out my vertical jump training book down in the description below. It doesn't use any equipment at all, and I'll see you guys again next time.